In January 2024, an unexpected event unfolded at the Physical Sciences Laboratory, or PSL, on the Richland campus. The Security Operations Center received an alert. The water suppression system in the basement had activated. A swift response from the Richland Fire Department confirmed what no one had anticipated. A fire had broken out and was extinguished by the fire suppression system, but not before some damage was done.
The damage was fairly reasonably quickly controlled due to the fact that we had a sprinkler head directly above the fire.
An investigation revealed what started the fire. A battery box containing 6 lithium metal waste pouch cells had ignited. This box, lacking the necessary liner and insulation, was positioned near a glove box and combustible materials. The fire investigation team identified the culprit, thermal runaway, evidenced by burn marks and damage. Since 2017, the Battery 500 project has been at the forefront of developing next-generation lithium metal batteries, advancing the Department of Energy's vision for carbon-neutral energy. The fire caused an avoidable delay.
It was definitely an interruption in the work. I would say that it was not, the larger impact was to the organization itself and really causing us to regroup, understand what led to this, and getting the valuable learnings out of that.
As the project expanded, new challenges emerged. The increased volume of waste pouch cells led to a significant procedural change, switching from immediate decommissioning to storage for later disposal. This change went unrecognized, and the hazards were not evaluated, ultimately contributing to the event. The lessons learned from this event are not just applicable to staff working in laboratories. They're valuable for all staff, regardless of role.
We need to keep our eyes open for changes that introduce new risks. There are often opportunities for conditions and hazards to change over time. And unless we're careful and watchful for those changing hazards, they can be easy to miss.
This incident teaches us all a lesson in the importance of recognizing changed conditions, along with good housekeeping.
In a laboratory like this one, things that are not laying on the floor in a disorganized way, if it is something like combustible materials away from things that might have heat or energy that could spark and cause a fire, making sure there's egress in the laboratories in case there is a response or a fire, or you need to get out some way to help yourself or someone else. Those things are not in your way.
Joshua Lakala works on the Battery 500 project.
One of the SCORE principles would be a healthy respect for what can go wrong. Okay, is this actually a safe practice at this point in time? Every time you go and redo an experiment, we need to basically almost have a safe to work check and make sure that we're thinking through, is this, even though it's the same procedure I've done 1,000 times, is it safe to work this time?
The importance of recognizing changed conditions is crucial to avoiding costly events.
Anytime we're doing repetitive activities, it's very easy to start going through the motions. And really what you have to flip that part of your mind off and say, okay, I know what I'm going to do. Now what's worst case scenario?
I think it gets back to the questioning attitude. Ultimately, we all have stop work authority. It's not often that we need to go to that, but I think an intermediate step that tends to be and should be welcomed by staff is the questioning attitude.
Communication between team members and management is essential.
The approach would be one of humble curiosity, I would say. You go in, you're not questioning them as if to question their authority on something, it's just a curiosity.
Staff should always feel comfortable to raise operational challenges or questions to their management. If it's impeding their ability to work safely, those are the kinds of things that managers should be aware of and work with a staff member to find a solution to.
Oftentimes we have the tendency to think, I'm doing world-class science, I don't have time for safety, but cutting-edge science requires cutting-edge safety. If we compromise on safety, our ability to do cutting-edge science will go away.
It is a privilege to work on national programs that have such impact for our nation, for our citizens, for the taxpayers. But that takes significant responsibility on our part to do it in a safe way. We have to protect the valuable resources in these labs, the people, from being harmed. If we don't do that, these wonderful opportunities, these privileges we have to do long-term impactful science in a national laboratory setting could be lost.
At PNNL, safety is a shared responsibility. This project's experience underscores the need for vigilance, adherence to safety protocols, and the importance of clear communication with team members and management. Every task requires a thorough hazard assessment every time. Together, we can ensure a safer work environment and protect the valuable work being done in our laboratories.